Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the Geek Tech Show. This is, well, we are up for 5,000 subs over here, and what we do here basically is video reviews of all kinds of different things, and I want to show you things that you can't get in other channels. Because a lot of times I have questions such as you about a product that I'm buying and I end up returning it just because the video was so fancy, showing everything about the product yet missing the entire point of it. So with this one, I got this really nice Lowepro over here, which is the ProTactical BP 350 AW version number 2, because number 1 was that good, and people wanted the next best thing, the next version of this bag. And you probably are asking this question: should you get this for yourself? The answer is pretty complicated actually, because after I get my hands on it, there's a few things I like and dislike about this. So this is pretty heavyweight equipment here. You can see I'm punching it pretty hard and there is no damage over here to what is inside. Oh, I'm telling you, my hand holds. This is the real deal. This is the stuff they should actually be standard issue in the army, just because it is so heavy duty. Right here there is super heavy thing on the top here, and it is built like an actual tank. Unbelievable, amazing. So that is the good thing about this. Really hardcore. This is like the best, most tactical bag you can get your hands on. This is why it's called ProTactical. And there was a few different versions, but this is the 350 version. There's of course 2 different ones as well. Now, one thing is, it gives you a lot of back support over here. You get here very nice compact things to make it easy on your back, make it feel good when you put this on yourself. And on the sides they even have the following. Right here you can put money or some other gear into it as well. Now if you're going on a TSA flight in the United States, best thing about this bag is the ability, opening this up, and you can get everything inspected. Right here they can see everything inside the bag, and you really don't need to open up every single area, which actually takes a lot longer in the TSA inspection. Over here on this side you can put your laptop, you can put your iPad, one area. On the bottom you can put extra stuff here, another area. At the top there is actually right here the ability for you to open this. There we go. And this is super heavy padding on both sides over here. Lots of extra protection, because this is for people who are really abusing your equipment. In other words, if you're going to be dropping this, the stuff inside should survive actually. Over here I did add those 2 extra ones over here. Minus that, all of this is included, and you get to see the miniature 2 compartments over here. You can put all kinds of things. You can rearrange this in any way you actually want, because it's all you can just take it out, every single one of them. It's like a zip like material, velcro. On the top you can also get this. You get this extra case that includes some cool extras as well. So what do you get here? In some ways this is probably the cheapest thing that you're getting here. Opening this up, inside here you get more stuff. You get a water case, which was not included before. You get two of those. One of them I dropped on the floor. And you get this, which is for a tripod, mini thing for a tripod. There's an accessory here, which is good. I like the small bag where you can pack your lunch or something like that if you need to. And this is one thing that this is not included with, is a water bottle holder. So you get a water bottle holder right here, which is not included anywhere here, which is one of the downsides of this very nice practical bag. There is nothing for you to hold your bottle on. So that's actually a minus in this bag because it's not included. It is a side thing that you can, and you get, and you can put this somewhere on the side of the bag, strap it on. And there's a few more things about this bag that you probably should know. One, if you're going on an airport, there is a few other access points to this bag. So although in the back you can get everything and you're putting it as a backpack, in the front you always have the issue of pickpocketers or people trying to get it from the front. So you can lock this up because it has very nice big little zippers over here. You can put a TSA lock on it to prevent people from zipping it up. Another feature that it has to prevent people from zipping it up is an ability to actually notify you if somebody tries to open it and you don't have the TSA lock on this. And here it is. It is super hard for you to open this, and that's designed by purpose. So you're trying to open it, and whoever is trying to open it, it's not that easy to open it, especially if you're walking behind somebody trying to get in here. You will hear somebody trying to get in. That's another thing about it. Now, there's 3 extra access points for it as well. One right here from the top, you can see right now, there is an access point. In this access point, you really can't get the laptop, but you can put stuff right on here. And on this side, you can put your SD memory card. There's a small location for it. You can put your sunglasses right in here. And because you can put your sunglasses in here, that means this thing is super fortified. You can put your sunglasses or camera over here, and this will take a lot of abuse. A lot of abuse. It really does. So it's not gonna break because it is made like really good. And nothing inside is gonna probably break either. So it gives you a lot of protection here. What else does it have? On the sides, you got those really nice pockets over here, and you can put extra things over here on those flip pockets. And they are featured on both sides of this as well. Another thing that we get all the way at the bottom is this. This will actually let you go ahead and put this whole thing in this weather covering. And the weather covering is going to keep this from getting wet. What I mean by this, much if there's a huge rainstorm, there we go. Everything is nice, safe, and secure. This is why I love Lowepro. This is one of the most essential things that they make, and you really do need this. And I do suggest everybody who's getting Lowepros, you need this. You really do. Now, last thing, a lot of people, I saw so many reviews and they missed this whole entire thing, the side pockets. So we got 2 different side pockets over here, and you can put your camera, DSLR, and if there's not enough room, you can just change the room over here. And we have 1 axis right there. We have the second axis on the other side as well. One of them is bigger than the other, and there's a secret small compartment over here. Let me show you that. like this one right here, secret compartment, and you can put things in here and you can't really see it or access it from this side, so that's kind of cool as well. Now, one thing I do like about this is the ability for you to hide money. Let's say you're going on an international flight and you need to hide some cash. Well, one of those pockets, you have one pocket and it opens up. It actually opens up inside, and I put it all the way in here. You can see I put it all the way inside here. And what it has in here, by opening this up, I'll show you, is this small feature. Open this up. You can put some rolls of cash right inside this thing, put this backwards in, and hide something right inside. So you can hide some cash. It's pretty much, I think, for international flights, that's what it's for. But it's really for, you travel in third world countries, you want to be safe, and that's one of the ways for you to have some extra cash or whatever you need to put in here. And yeah, somebody can find it, but they don't expect it inside one of those compartments hidden right in there. So pretty much that sums up most of, I think, all of the features in here. But there is one downside. There's actually two downsides. The first one, there is nothing to put your water bottle on, but there is something that they give you. The second downside, and this is a big one, and that nobody actually mentions, is that authorities build like a tank. It weighs a ton. And with nothing on, this thing is extremely heavy. This is not, I mean, it depends on you. If you like working out, you're pretty good shape, why not? It doesn't matter if this thing weighs like a pound of bricks or something. But for some people, this could be a deal breaker. It just is way too heavy for you to carry. It is just way too heavy. It is very reinforced, and yet it is just pretty much heavy. And because of that, it's hard for me to recommend it for some people, because if you're going hiking with something like this, it's going to be so hard for you to hike with this, because you're going to get tired. There's just so much extra weight in between this. So let's go ahead and do actual user test. Put this on. Now, it is super comfortable as I put this on. You can strap this as well right here. And when I put this on my shoulders, I don't feel it this heavy, but I know it's there, and I know if I'm going to be packing this with DSLR cameras, other really heavy equipment, this is just going to be extremely heavy. Let's take a look. You can see it right here. It is big, and that's how it looks on my back. And on the front, you need to strap this in. I like it. I like the strap system. It's a very good strap system. Very secure. I definitely feel like I'm going on some kind of an expedition with this. I really like this pack. I totally recommend it for people. But the biggest downside is definitely the actual weight. Super heavy, indestructible. I like it in many ways, but you have to consider, do you really need this much padding? Do you really need this much protection for your gear? And is this the layout that you need for all your equipment and everything else? And plus, the price tag of it is just really expensive, $150. You can definitely get 2 sets of Lowepros for half of that, about the same exact size as well. And for some people, this is not even the deal breaker. The deal breaker is just this size. This could be just too small. And you can see like me in front of this, and this is the 350 version. It's kind of small. It really is. But if you get something bigger, there is a problem with that. The bigger it is, the more heavy it is, and imagine if this at 350 is heavy, 450 is going to be even more heavy. And another minor inconvenient issue is that you know what, this thing doesn't balance. It just doesn't balance at all, which actually means that it doesn't stand upright. It just falls down all the time. So that's a deal breaker for you. Well, too bad. Anyways, I think this is a 9 out of 10 stars because of really three different issues. 1, too expensive. 2, it doesn't have an external water bottle unless you attach to it. And number 3, it's just really a bit too heavy. So overall, I do recommend this. I think if this is what you're looking for and you can skip those 3 issues that are not so big of an issue, then this is probably the ultimate backpack for you. And it's almost like military grade because of padding, protection for your gear and everything else. So if you do like it, make sure of course to use the link down below to help me support this channel, and also of course sub to this channel as well, because there's a lot of awesome content coming here too. And now we are in the great outdoors. You can see how this bag actually looks like in the actual sunlight. The material itself is very nice. Right here there is a hard coral shell. Over here it is more soft texture. And this right here is not too easy to open, which actually makes it much harder for a thief to get into. So you can see that it's not easy, but it does move, and you have this extra grip here for you to put your rocks into it for TSA purposes. And here is the storage right inside. On the other side, you can see a lot of different compartments that are available over here, including this extra one as well. There's a lot of extra room over here for anything that you need. And this is actually the one you're probably gonna make more out of the room for, and you can actually remove both of those and put everything right in the middle. And in this section you're actually going to be putting the bulk of different kind of things in here, and you can remove any and adjust it if you need to. On the top, this is where you're going to be putting most of your not so heavy stuff into, and it will balance itself all combined. And over here you can actually see the rest of this, and the material is really pretty thick. You can see this is almost an inch long. Also are included very nice straps as well. So overall, very good, high quality and great bag for you to actually use. And on the side over here, on those straps, if you don't want those straps, you can stick them right inside here. There's also a room where you can put a lot of extras if you need to, and there is both pockets on both sides as well here.